Good morning, students. Welcome you all in the class of History Civics. Till now, we have completed one chapter from history. Today, I am going to start a chapter from civics, first chapter from civics, and that is our constitution. So, in this regard, first of all, I am going to tell you about the meaning of the term constitution. So, all of you have to listen carefully. So, the term constitution actually it means the body of well-defined laws. The laws according to which the country, the state is governed. At the same time, the constitution also explains about the three different organs of the government, namely legislature, executive and judiciary, and it also explains about their powers and functions, the mutual relations between all these three organs, their limitations. At the same time, the constitution also defines about the rights and duties of the citizens. And this constitution is considered as the supreme law which everyone, high or low, must respect. Okay, every one of us are just expected to follow the constitution. We have to just act according to the constitution. So I think till now the meaning of the constitution must be clear to you. Okay. Now let us know about the Constituent Assembly. It's important to know because the framing of the Constitution was done by the Constituent Assembly, and this Constituent Assembly was elected according to the Cabinet Mission Plan of 1946. So in this regard, listen about the composition of this Constituent Assembly. So in this Constituent Assembly, there were 389 total members in this assembly. Out of these, 93 members were from the princely states which were nominated by the princes, and election to the remaining 296 seats were completed till the end of July 1946. And one more important thing to note here, out of 210 general seats, Congress won 201 seats, while Muslim League won 73 seats out of 78 allotted to them. But after the partition of the country on August 15, 1947, this is the day when our country India became independent, but at the same time the country was partitioned also. So after the partition of the country, the number of the members in Constituent Assembly reduced to 308 members. Means in the starting, how many members were there? 389. But after the partition of the country, now the number reduced to 308 members. So this is all about the composition of the Constituent Assembly. Now the next important thing in this regard, the Constituent Assembly. Okay, it is called a galaxy of the best Indians. Why is it so? Why it is called the galaxy of the best Indians? Because various prominent personalities were its members. Means in this assembly, several prominent personalities of India are present here, were its members, like Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, okay, then C. Rajgopalachari and Aladhi Krishna Swami Iyer, Pandit Govind Ballabh Pant, Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, Pattabhi Sitaramaiah, and many more. It is not possible to just tell you all the names. Okay. So next topic from this chapter is status of the Constituent Assembly. So this Constituent Assembly has been given the status of mini India. But before knowing this status, let me tell you that some critics say, means according to some critics, this Constituent Assembly of India was not directly elected by the people of India, so it was not a sovereign body, it was not a supreme body. But it is totally wrong. It is absolutely wrong. Why? Why is it wrong? Because the 210 representatives from British Indian provinces in this assembly consisted 155 Hindus, 30 scheduled caste, 4 Sikh, 6 Indian Christians, 5 backward classes, 3 Anglo-Indians, 3 Parsis and 4 Muslims. So thus we can say every community, irrespective of the party affiliation, was represented in the assembly. And now we can just say that Constituent Assembly was truly a mirror of the nation and it was a mini India. It is clear why it is called the mirror of the nation or the mini India, because the people of every community was present here. Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Parsi, Anglo-Indian, Christians, all the communities, they represented this assembly. Okay. This is all for today. In the next video, I will discuss with you about the Constituent Assembly at work. Okay, till then watch this video well. If any particular term is not clear, if any particular topic is not clear, you can ask me, okay, in the Google Meet, in the live class, or you can send me your queries or problems on a personal WhatsApp number. Till then, have a good day.